Good morning, dear students. Welcome to part 1 of today's session. In this module, we will be discussing about mobility, limitations of Ohm's law, and resistivity of materials. Mobility is defined as the magnitude of drift velocity per unit electric field. It is denoted by the symbol mu. Mu is equivalent to modulus of drift velocity divided by modulus of electric field. The unit of mobility is meter square volt raised to minus 1 second raised to minus 1. From the equation, drift velocity Vd is equivalent to E tau by m. We get the equation for mobility to be E tau by m, where small e is the charge of an electron, tau is the relaxation time, and m is the mass of an electron. Mobility of free electrons is independent of electric field and dimension of the conductor. Coming to limitations of Ohm's law. According to Ohm's law, the graph between potential difference and current should always be a straight line. But practically, this is not always true. And Ohm's law does not apply to semiconductor devices. That is, the relationship between V and I depends on the sign of V. Next, according to Ohm's law, there should be one value of V for the same current I. But practically, the relation between V and I is not unique in some cases. These graphs represent the limitations of Ohm's law. Coming to resistivity, we have studied that resistivity is a material property and the reciprocal of resistivity is conductivity, sigma, which is equivalent to 1 by rho. Now, we are going to discuss the resistivity of materials at a particular temperature rho of T. Let rho 0 be the resistivity at an initial temperature and rho T be the resistivity at a temperature T. We know resistivity is temperature dependent. The relationship between rho of T and rho 0 is given as rho of T is equivalent to rho 0 into 1 plus alpha into T minus T0. Here, T is the final temperature and T0 is the initial temperature. The constant alpha is known as temperature coefficient of resistivity. In your textbook, you can see a table in which the resistivity and temperature coefficient of resistivity of conductors, semiconductors, and insulators are shown. From the table, we can analyze that the temperature coefficient of resistivity of semiconductors is negative. For metals, temperature coefficient of resistivity alpha is positive. Now, let us discuss the relationship between resistivity and temperature for metals, alloys, and semiconductors. Coming to the first graph, figure 3.9, we can see that as the temperature increases, resistivity sharply increases for copper, which is a metal. In figure 310, we can see that resistivity increases linearly with temperature for alloys like nickel. From figure 3.11, we can see that resistivity sharply decreases as the temperature increases for a semiconductor. We can qualitatively understand that the temperature dependence of resistivity from our equation that we had discussed earlier, which is rho is equivalent to 1 by sigma, which is equivalent to m by n e square tau. From the equation, it is clear that rho depends inversely on small n, that is number of free electrons per unit volume, and also the relaxation time tau. Suppose if we are increasing the temperature, we know the average speed of electrons will increase, resulting in more frequent collisions. Hence, the time between two successive collisions, that is the relaxation time tau, decreases with temperature. In a metal, small n is not dependent on temperature to an appreciable extent, and thus the decrease in the value of tau with rise in temperature causes rho to increase. But for insulators and semiconductors, small n increases with temperature. This increase in small n more than compensates any decrease in tau as given in equation, so that for such materials rho decreases with temperature. Rho is equivalent to m by n e square tau, where n is the number of charge carriers per unit volume, T is the temperature, and tau is the relaxation time. Hence we can see temperature T is inversely proportional to tau. The relationship between resistivity and relaxation time, as we had discussed, is given by rho is equivalent to m by n e square tau. So in conductors, tau decreases with increase in temperature, resulting in an increase in resistivity, whereas in semiconductors, the increase in number density n is more than the decrease in relaxation time tau. Therefore, the net result is a decrease in resistivity. Hope you have understood the session. Thank you, dear students.